Hey guys, welcome back to the Maverick channel, and please like and subscribe if you're new. If you're already here and you're already subscribed, thank you. If you haven't yet subscribed, that would be really awesome because the YouTube algorithms need to know what's really going on. So yesterday, if you watched a video, I did a video about what caused the 60% drops in Bitcoin, which was the China FUD. At first, when that news was first announced, I was in doubt because there's always news circulating. But after doing a little bit of research, I discovered that it is in fact the main cause that led to the collapse of Bitcoin or the general cryptocurrency space by 30%. But however, that news wasn't enough to cause the 2-year, 3-year bear markets that we know of. And surprisingly, today, on this new day, there's a complete 360-degree turn in the whole Bitcoin narrative. For the past couple of weeks, there's been this debate about Bitcoin being controlled by China, at least majority of it. There's been this debate about most of the Bitcoin mining is very wasteful and there's dirty energy. The reason why I'm focusing so much on Bitcoin is because Bitcoin is king. Bitcoin controls the markets. So even if we're invested in other cryptocurrencies, regardless of whether we're invested in Bitcoin or not, what Bitcoin does creates a general trend of the market. If Bitcoin moves down, a sustained downward movement in Bitcoin causes a result into a drop in the other digital assets. So when Bitcoin does well, other digital assets do well. So we've seen a positive narrative in the whole crypto space, a 360-degree turn of sorts, and this has been really led by, at least the news is surrounding this tweet from Saylor. Yesterday, I was pleased to host a meeting between Elon Musk and the leading Bitcoin miners in North America. The miners have agreed to form a Bitcoin mining council to promote energy usage transparency and accelerate sustainable initiatives worldwide. And also, we saw another tweet from Elon Musk, spoke with North American Bitcoin miners. They committed to publish current and planned renewable energy and to ask miners worldwide to do so, potentially promising. Saylor proceeds on saying executives from Argo Blockchain, BlockUp, Core Scientific, Galaxy Digital, Hive Blockchain, Hat8 Mining, Marathon DH, and Riot Blockchain were present and decided to establish an organization to standardize energy reporting, pursue industry ESG goals, and educate plus grow the marketplace. Then, of course, the usual trolling from Peter Schiff right here. And so essentially what ESG means is environmental and social corporate governance. Here we see Kevin O'Reilly, one of the judges of Shark Tank, and a known multi-millionaire. New mining operations and investments are very hip to the issue of sustainability. Let me play the video for you, a short clip of the video.
Well, the narrative is going to be shifted by the market itself. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of miscommunication and a lot of mistruths about it. The fact that there are miners in China and other places in the world, Iran, Iraq, Kazakhstan, etc., that are not really concerned about ESG issues because they've never had to deal with it, but they're still profitable miners. New mining operations, new investments in mining are very, very, let's call it, hip to the issue. They get it.
So we all know Kevin O'Reilly has always been a very big proponent of tracking the cleanness of a Bitcoin. So his argument is that there's going to be a lot of institutional FOMO once we have Bitcoin that actually has a tag. So you're a mining operation or you're a seller of Bitcoin and you're like, my Bitcoin is clean and this is the audit. This is how it can be traced. It's from this mining operation which uses sustainable energy, and these are the addresses, you can trace it and it's clean. So the narrative is changing. And then finally we have Ray Dalio, the hedge fund manager that wrote the book Principles. He's also extremely bullish considering he was quite negative on the cryptocurrency scene. This is a short article about what he said or what he did. Ray Dalio is adding Bitcoin to his holdings. The founder and co-chief investment officer of Bridgewater Associates, who has been called the king of hedge funds, announced he has bought some Bitcoin during a panel that aired Monday during the Consensus 2021 conference. The more we create savings in it, the more you might say, I'd rather have Bitcoin than the bond. Personally, I'd rather have Bitcoin than the bond, Dalio said in a long-ranging discussion. While many point to the volatility of cryptocurrencies as the biggest risk for investors, Dalio disagrees, saying government oversight is the thing to watch, saying Bitcoin's biggest risk is its success. one of the great things I think as a worry is the government having the capacity to control almost any of them, including Bitcoin or the digital currencies. I think other digital currencies as well. They know where they are and they know what's going on. It's the latest curve in the change of heart of Dalio, who was somewhat bearish on cryptos as early as last November when he said, I don't think digital currencies will succeed in the way people hoped they would. But late January, though he was more optimistic about digital currencies, saying, I greatly admire how Bitcoin has stood the test of 10 years of time, not only in this regard, but also in how its technology has been working so well and has not been hacked. Bitcoin looks like a long duration option for a highly unknown future that I could put an amount of money in that I wouldn't mind losing about 80%. So we're seeing a 360-degree change narrative from yesterday or 2 days ago or 3 days ago, and today is completely different. These prospects with clean Bitcoin, Bitcoin is finally getting a clean rap after going through its phases. Bitcoin has gone through so many phases of, the Bitcoin ban, constant news from China. This government is going to crack down on Bitcoin. India is going to crack down on Bitcoin, but the narrative is changing, and we're looking at it becoming a more and more an investment class that looked at as a store of value. Some people like Peter Schiff are still stuck because they I don't know whether he just pretends not to know what's going on, but obviously Bitcoin has established itself as a currency as something that's not going to be used as a currency to buy coffee because of scalability issues, and people don't want to let go of Bitcoin because you don't want to buy Bitcoin worth $5 and in 6 months time it's like you spent $1,000 on it. So it's amazing. What's good for Bitcoin is good for the rest of the cryptocurrency market, and I'm very, very pleased that we are having this narrative change in the cryptocurrency space. If you think you know the trend of cryptocurrency, you don't. If you think cryptocurrencies are going down or they're very bearish, chances are they're not. If you think they're bullish, chances are they're not. You just never know what this space is all about. And the best you can do is the markets go up, your dollar cost average out, and as eventually as of you've recovered your initial investment, then you can dollar cost average in as the markets are going down because you want to buy in the red and sell in the green. I'll bring you some news on some DeFi platforms I found on the Binance Smart Chain that I think are going to really innovate this space. If you heard about it, something to do with a blue planet, a red planet, and a green planet. That's a clue. I'll bring it to you guys later on. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for watching and have a good one. Please remember to like and subscribe. Take care, guys.